Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to my channel, Forex Black Box. Today, the 28th of July 2020, is almost 12 o'clock p.m. London time. Quick look at the market update today. S&P 500 open on opening come back down. It's very tiny momentum going on at the moment in the market. Just realized one thing here, guys. Before we made a big move, we have very small momentum going on, very tiny. The range started getting smaller and smaller. So that's something similar to it. We have a big range here previously. I expected to go down from here. It didn't keep going up. So probability comeback testing here, I continue back up very much indeed. There's also a rumor there is a vaccine of coronavirus. At the same time, there is a lot of cases keep being reported globally. So be careful. That's why what the market does at the moment is not really going anywhere. There's no much investment going on long term. Long term, it was supposedly below there or around these levels or break out of this highs here. That's where the long-term investors. But at the moment, we don't see any changes. We basically been in this range for a while. Sometimes we break up, come back down, and come back right there. So we're still in the nowhere. So I reckon to stay out of it today, but never know. Could be a big news hit the wire soon or Trump tweet, whatever the case is, just stay tuned. There's a rumor of a vaccine. At the same time, coronavirus cases keep increasing as a second wave, as I expected. So, in my bias on this is not going anywhere. This price is not really interesting me unless we start to get back green. Probably going to retest the close of the previous swing, and that's where we can exit our long if you get in long, right? If you start to getting down, probably going to test the 20 moving average and bounce back up in the face of the same range. So either way, we're right smack in the middle. I'm not sure whether or not to get in a trade. So just stay out of it if you want to. Just trade something else. Nasdaq went below the 20 moving average, come above it now, and now look like we're retesting the breakout. Looking to go more higher. I think Amazon and Nasdaq 100 companies inside there, top 100 companies that are performing good and better than E-mini. E-mini in the pandemic is right there now. Nasdaq, it's up there, went all the way up, all-time highs, and is still going. So if E-mini, if you, I've just overlaid this chart with Nasdaq E-mini, E-mini is here, Nasdaq is there. So you see the gap is a huge gap. They don't move together, of course, in the price, but on pattern ways, that's when the pandemic hit the wires, the globe. Then after that, climb back up all-time highs. So all-time highs is still holding very nicely above this range. Very good. I like to see momentum back up, but I think it's gonna go just like that. Continuation back up, very much on the play. Today, I'm gonna be trading Nasdaq only out of all the other equity. Gold all-time highs. So on a monthly here, we see that the last time it was all-time highs was 2011, nearly 10 years highs. That's nearly 10 years highs here. We hit it on the day today and we bounce back down right away. So as you see, hit all-time highs and come back down straight away. That's a normal pullback. We'll close the gap. Now buy are very interesting to buy from here. As you can see, the market priced in back in and dollar some weakness and strength going on around. So remember that we're trading gold against the dollar, not against the risk off or on situation. So keep that in mind as well. This is going to be indecision going on here for a while, probably a flag, continuation back up, something similar to this. This was horizontal uh, line, just a flat box. Will break out of it, very strong momentum up. I told you halfway here, you can buy here. You can leave your stop loss below the previous day and so on and so forth. It looks like it's paid off very well. I didn't trade it myself, and we hit all-time highs. I don't expect anyone to buy at these levels yet. We should see some pullback, a nice pullback momentum, then slowly try to feed away and we'll continue back higher. Definitely, we're going to do something similar to this on the long term. We had our move here, previous move, measure move, equal measure move. If I zoom out, so we had a push here, sideways, a push here, sideways, and a push again. So we're looking for the third one, the 2K and 100, 2000 $100 probably is going to be hit, maybe $200 above. We'll see. But looks strong. If dollar getting more weaker, probably gold will keep going up. Bitcoin following, same thing going on. So looks like Bitcoin is start to be stabilized by gold. We break this high and we retest it and we bounce off it. So Bitcoin looks very interesting to keep going. Let me look on the weekly, see where we are. So basically we went down here, up, down quickly, come back up. Pandemic time, of course, then we'll come back up here. That's the pandemic, yeah? Yeah, right there. That's the push of the pandemic. If we don't have the pandemic, probably we'll come back, retest these highs. So I reckon that we will actually go in to retest these highs one more time. Maybe a little bit higher, 15,000. It could be the key. However, still keep watching the dollar because we're trading against the dollar. Overall, here we will look here, a push, a flag, a push to that highs. Very much it will be on the book, on the table. I mean, like it will be work out very well. Um, on a daily here, we see that oil is still really stuck at this level. It's not going anywhere. We still inside that range. Actually, we above the range. We're out of it, but we're still really holding these highs very tight. So every time we go up, we go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. Few days now, there's no trading opportunity available for me at these ranges. To be honest, it's very risky market at the moment. It's between risk off and on situation. If a pandemic kick in, no vaccine yet. By the end of the year, probably will come back around these levels. If a vaccine come out soon, but a production line is going to take, I don't know, 6 months, 4 months, whatever the deadline is, it will encourage us everyone to go out and not to be worried, and business will try to come back to normal because there is a vaccine. If you get infected, we have a vaccine, and the situation will be more stable. But without vaccine, we still have risk. Off can kick in anytime. If it does, probably that will just sink down here, and just like it did here before, all the way down to zero. No one expected that to happen, but it did happen. It was a minus $48, minus $48. So you actually pay more than you expected to lose. That's very risky market. But of course, if you know that's going to go down, you probably have good money now. Even the seller, they couldn't find a buyer to exit their position. There's a lot of people stuck there. As soon as it started to hit below $5, there was no one willing to buy because they have the news already. All the storage was full. There was over stocked oil, and no one really want to buy. It was worth nothing. So you can get money to buy from someone. It's like someone already 20 $30 below the zero that they actually will give you money to buy it. So you know what I mean? It was so weird situation. By the ways, the dollar index looks very weak. The momentum is really strong down. It's just slippery like this one here, up, down. So that can actually continue, guys. There's still more momentum going on for it. I think gold they will hit the 2000 very soon plus, and dollar index will keep going down, and that'll give way to euro to keep going up. That's the bigger picture. But if you trade in a small time frame, of course, it's a different story. You could have some longs here and some shorts, but on the bigger picture, we going down. Okay, we will like sideways here, coming back down here, and probably gonna bounce and continue. However, if the pandemic kick in again, everyone risk fly to cash, probably gonna see it coming back up. So there's two possibility going on here. We're right at the decision time. Euro, as you can see that the day just similar to gold. If you notice all the bears against the dollar, they have the same picture. So euro and gold are looking similar. Have a flag here and continue back up. That's indication of dollar index is very important indicator. You should always watch it for all dollar pairs. So if you watch the dollar index, you know where's dollar going. You take advantage of the strongest currencies like euro, like pound. Right, so that's a good momentum. I was short this morning and I exit with the losses, and I was long. I'll become long on pound USD, and I'm in profit at the moment, but I'm going to leave it to run to all time to the time high of the day, the high of the day. So I don't know how far it is now, I'm doing the stream. Here you go, is almost there actually. Go back in a 5 minute. I started getting longer here after this bounce on my face, so I shorted here, come back, take me out, and I wait for pullback, and I get in, and I'm now looking to come up to this level. Okay, so it's like a nice down momentum, stalled, pullback, retracement, and continuation. That's on my play. If we go back to daily, on the bigger picture, 130 is still my target overall, but I'm breaking it small pieces, trade it slowly, slowly, gently until we get there. I'm not going to be shorting it anymore because I think that's just, I learned my lesson now. Short is not going to work out very well after the opening of London session. So I'm be targeting long position up to 130. Um, Pound yen sideways, dollar is weak, yen is strong. So you see that pound is strong as well, but yen is strong too. So sideways is, we're not going anywhere. We try to bounce out this range, come back inside. We'll test the border of it, probably will continue back down, or maybe only to halfway of it. Remember that I said halfway here. We'll touch it once, probably go for a second time, bounce, and try to make high, 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 low. If pound getting more stronger, then we will push through. Pound Aussie looks good. However, the stock is still indecision going on. We will back to the range right there. Let me make a line in the middle, so halfway, or roughly halfway. So we're above the halfway of the range. So the idea is now is to see it trending back up. That's not going to happen until Aussie getting weaker. And the only thing is going to get Aussie weaker is by stock risk off. And we don't see that yet in the market. So uh, this is going to be still dodgy for me, still sideways. It can stay that for a very long time. There's no problem. There's no limit for how far it can stay. It can keep doing that until something happen, and we will start to break through. Okay. About New Zealand looks good. We'll break out. We'll make a new high, but I would like to break this green line. I like to break it, come back, retesting, give me A, B, C, D, E, multiple zigzags. Then it'll start to give me A, B, C again, and continuation back up. Before that, I'm not interested to buy it. It's very strong strong pair. It does move very strong, like from the top to the bottom, about 350 pips. It's big. Even if you buy from here, you exit there, you miss 300 point or pips. So I'll wait for it to break, come back, retest, break out, for example here, then I will take it higher. I will have the same amount, but in a safe way, low risk, you should wait for momentum building up and start to prove itself is actually changing direction. And don't forget that Aussie and New Zealand they following the stock. Right, so CAD, we talked about that, guys. I said that CAD was gonna hit soon around these highs. It was here, one AW nicely, come back, retest it twice, and we'll break high now. Looks like we are outside here. I like to see that successful because the last time we have a failure, we didn't really touch the bottom of it. We'll get to halfway and we'll hold it very well. Test it second time, and we're going back up. So what we have a W here as well. It's a small W here before we continue back up higher. Oil is looking weak. Aussie CAD is looking weak as well. CAD and dollar actually are weak today, so keep your eye on that. If we break yesterday highs, that would be great. Even I talked about that, guys. From that midway to this highs, there's a good trade. Probably pullback must. Then after that, will continue to these lows, to this highs here, right there. Probably will come back, retest it after we break a little bit higher, come back down, test it here, and continue back up. Bounce Swiss. Swiss was strong a little bit this morning. I noticed it on my meter. So I'm not involved in this pair itself, but it's a sideways as you can see. We couldn't really break higher. Swiss is act as a safe haven and is following euro. So if euro is strong, Swiss is going to be strong too. So I reckon that you stay out of it anyway. So yeah, don't get into this pair. It's not worth it. Okay, guys, thanks very much. That was a quick update of the day. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and like and leave a comment. And if you have question, ask. I will be happy to answer. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.